Hey guys, this is Splashdown, episode 3, races 9 through 12, with Blank Tester, Insetic, and
Now we will
Alan6541.
have some fun.
And of course, I'm picking the guy that I won last race in Seoul during that arena track. This guy is like some terrible Schwarzenegger ripoff.
He's pretty. Oh my god, that is. Oh wow, that is kind of gross actually.
I just like to do that because it humors me. Because I'm very simple. So I like to spin the guy around and he makes
Make
funny
him wiggle?
animations. Yeah.
You like to make man-ass wiggle?
No.
That sounds like you, Insetic. I don't think I should be surprised. Okay, do you get any bonuses for like going on that side of the arrow with those things?
Well, if you don't go on the side of the arrow it's pointing to, this is me finally getting one of those wetsuits at the cost of me being in the lead and not crashing and looking terrible. If you go on the side of the buoy where the arrow is pointing, then you get to go past it and you get a little bit towards your performance meter. If you don't go on the side of the buoy the arrow is pointing to, your jet ski stalls for like a second.
Those are the buoys you were talking about.
Yeah. So there was no reason to miss a buoy, because even if you think it's going to save you time, and even if you think you could do it once, you're just going to stall out anyway. Like, the game says if you have a full performance meter, which is the purple bar in the bottom right, if you have a full performance meter, then you can skip one and it'll just like drain your meter, but you'll be okay. But I've stalled out every single time, even with like a full meter. So I don't know if I'm just not doing it correctly or
So
the game's lying.
let me ask Alan a question. Alan, right off the bat, do you see this game being more or less arcadey, more simulator? What does this seem like to you? Because Alan plays a lot of racing games, and he's big into cars and stuff, so I want to get his take on what he's looking at.
Yeah, this isn't Need for Speed or Burnout. This is kind of different. But if you've got any kind of thoughts about it and can relate it to anything you've played, I'd like to hear it.
Yeah, it just seems this more arcadey. I hope I guess it's over.
Well, this is just one race. We've still got 3 more.
Yeah, definitely just making the maps look kind of crazy in a way. Just throwing in random props, giving a lot of obstacles you have to dodge.
I mean, this is still sort of like Need for Speed or Burnout. Like, they're taking kind of a city. Of course, they're taking, like, a harbor, but still making a track that could sort of happen out of it. I mean, once you get into the ramps and such, then fucking All-Star again.
Yeah,
Like,
they
I
play
keep
play
bringing
stuff.
up, you guys haven't even heard, like, half the soundtrack. I just get really unlucky with the music picks in this recording. And I mean, I recorded all of these like pretty much in one session. So it's not like there's a playlist and All-Star is at the top and that starts over every time I boot the game up. You guys just keeps picking
I would think that
the
would-
Smash
that would
Mouth
be- I
song.
would think that would be the reason why, because it starts the playlist at the very beginning of the level. And maybe there's like 2 or 3 possible playlists, and it randomly picks between them. But All Star always ends up being like near the top of the playlist, like in all 3 of them or 2 of them or something.
Why would there be a playlist that restarts each level if the levels at max are only like 4 minutes long? You could only get through maybe a song and a half. There's a song in this game that's literally only like 1 minute long. So I guess if that shows up, you could maybe get through 2. But it doesn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to have a full playlist for each song. I really think it's a randomizer, and I don't know why All-Star keeps showing up in these recordings. Because during like the practicing and during my unrecorded playthrough of hard mode, I wasn't getting All-Star this much. I was getting some of the other songs. Like, I don't even know if you guys have heard the Blink-182 song yet, and that's the one that keeps showing up for me every other time. So, but
In
back,
this game's defense, this is an amazing song.
bro.
Don't you agree, Alan?
Alan, what are your favorite genres of music? And, well, maybe that might be too personal. Do you enjoy early 2000s radio? Smash Mouth, Blink-182, Sum 41, all those other guys.
I don't listen to music often, so I don't really know much of.
You're right. I've never actually heard Alan listening to a song,
I've heard Alan
I've known
listening
him
to
for
a song once or twice in his car, but that was because the music was on accidentally, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't turn that off." And then like there was another time I was. Were those the Rockstar logo on those things in the way? Go.
Pick, choose.
What conversation are we in?
Music.
So Alan, he's just kind of he's just kind of a drifter when it comes to music.
Well, I mean, also when we were playing Saints Row, I remember asking him if he likes this music station, the metal music station in Saints Row 2. And he was like, "No, I usually just turn it off," and then he turned off the music.
Yeah, I feel like I always hear the same song on there too.
Yeah.
Like with a couple stations on there that feel like switch commercial or the same song I've always hear on that station. So I usually just go straight to turning it off.
Hey, that's like real life radio, man. That's like, whoa, man. Wait, you're going to Loch Ness? That is not what Loch Ness looks like.
Have you been to Scotland?
No, but
Do you know what Loch Ness Lake looks like? Or
I kind of have an idea. I mean, it's certainly not that shape. It's not a river. It's a lake.
I thought that was cool. Person next to me and I did the same move at the same time during the same jump.
Someone just ran you over.
Well, something happened.
A tree just ran me over. Yeah. Sometimes the game makes the branches like solid. Sometimes you can pretty much pass through everything if you don't hit the trunk.
Did somebody just vanish?
It might have been a watercraft that vanished. Also, this is like my 5th time playing, and so I knew where that cave was. Because sometimes you can see the red dots just disappear off the track and go where I did. And I was like, where the hell is that? And so I followed them, and I found it, and I wanted to show it off. But I don't actually think it's faster. It's just like the one shortcut that I didn't know about.
Drive him off the track.
Despite not being able to move the AI at all, I messed him over.
Yeah, I mean, messed him over.
I don't want to say screwed him over, but I guess I just did.
Yeah, you did. Alan.
You missed
Alan.
Nessie. You missed Nessie because you
Nessie
were
was in
bitching.
this?
Nessie rose up out of the depths to push us along on our second lap.
That's gay.
Not push us along, but it was just that she was just there. It was just there.
I don't think Nessie's not. I think Nessie's not only real. I think Nessie is like much larger than most people think. Like, how large do you think Nessie would be?
Are you actually asking me?
Yeah.
Are you actually asking us?
Yeah. Take guesses.
I don't know. I'm really bad with measurements. Probably like. I really don't know. Alan, do you have an idea? You could get on your phone and check.
No, don't check your phone. I want to know what you think.
What would I check on the phone?
Yeah.
I don't know. You like to use your phone for measurements. Last night we spent like 20 minutes trying to find the distance between the middle of Canada and Maine, and how long it would take an iceberg that was moving at a glacier that took 19 hours.
Yeah, to get from mid-Canada to Maine. And it turns out, according to our measurements, it's going about 55 miles an hour.
Basically much slower than was demonstrated in 2012 Ice Age.
And also, in the movie, they mention that it's moving at over 200 miles an hour, which is ludicrous, because that's not how it works.
Basically,
Watch the movie.
Watch 2012 Ice Age. It's amazing.
It's on Netflix. You'll thank us for it.
So here, not taking the shortcut, I really feel like this is faster.
It did look faster. But what I was gonna say about Nessie is Nessie, I think, is about 20 maybe 20,000 miles wide.
Miles wide.
Yes.
But what, like maybe an inch or two tall?
Right. Yeah.
What the
Like a needle.
what the hell? I've never heard that. I think you're just trying to like poke fun at me or make a joke.
It's only like 4 or 5 inches long.
Just because you've seen Nessie in pictures doesn't mean it's the height of a picture.
No, I'm saying like it's 2 inches tall, 4.5 inches wide or long, and 20,000 miles wide.
I love this guy. Amon Ra, who is probably the worst voice acting in this game, well, second worst next to the Asian chick, yeah, is like this Egyptian dude who has possibly the worst, like, attempt at an Egyptian accent ever. Also, what the fuck game? How am I supposed to make that first lap? Serious talk, I guess I was right next to Amon Ra, and he slowed me down to where neither of us made it. Like, just by colliding with him, he reduced me to his speed. Also, finally, you get to hear, like, the theme song of the game. The game, I mean, it wasn't made just for the game, but you know how games around this period have a song that they play during the intro of the game and that they
It's tricky to rock around the...
That was kind of a special example of a game being so based around one song that it was pretty much a theme song. But, like, yeah. In Sean Palmer's Pro Snowboarder, it was that Static X song.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. So.
And, in Downhill Domination, that song wasn't actually in the game, but it was, some other shitty early 2000s, like, nu metal song. And in Freakstyle, it was the one licensed song they could get.
Yeah.
Slip Away by Drycell, or Drycell by Slip Away, I don't know which one's the band name.
It doesn't really matter.
But, like, you know, this is the song they use in the intro, and yet it didn't show up until now. So,
Ooh.
congrats.
Yeah,
Again, bad music luck on my part. Seriously, has the Blink-182 song even shown up
I
yet?
don't think so.
Damn, then seriously.
What's your favorite Blink-182 song, Alan?
I don't know what any of the names of their songs would be.
You didn't even know they were a band until we started talking about them.
Actually, I found out that they were a band like 2 or 3 years ago.
When they got back together. You thought they didn't exist until then.
No, I heard someone talking about them.
Alan, I need to let us give you a crash course on music from the dawn of time until now. All right?
Wait. I think we need to give Bearda a crash course on technology from the dawn of time until now before we need to give it. Alan.
He's pretty good on up to Internet Explorer 6.
Screw you. I seriously downloaded Internet Explorer 1 to see if I could maybe make it work, and I couldn't. Like, I couldn't make it work at all. But I really want to get on Bearda's computer and delete Internet Explorer 6 if I can. Like, just destroy it and then replace it with Internet Explorer 1 and see if he notices a difference. Because he's kind of a slow dude.
He'd probably be like, what? He'd probably think he was in a dream or something. But yeah, there should be an Internet Explorer 1 restoration.
Work on it, people.
So
I know there is a website called like olderversions.com or something where you can download older versions of programs. That's where I got Internet Explorer 1, but it didn't work.
Or maybe even just a skin. Like, I'd love to go to YouTube and actually like use the Flash player, but like with everything looking like Internet Explorer 1.
That would be really cool, actually.
There's probably a custom skin for IE,
Firefox.
like 10, 9, whichever one they're on. Yeah, we've been Firefox for years, but
Woohoo! Screw you.
This is the third stadium level. They call it Madrid 2 for some reason. Out of the 4 stadium levels, they chose 2 to be in Madrid and 2 to be in Seoul, South Korea. Even though all they did is just changed up
The layout.
changed the layout. Again, used the same tools, just made a new one. I don't know why they didn't either
Set them all in the same place.
set them all in the same place or use 4 different places. Because it's not even like you can look out at the crowd and see a difference between the two, or at least.
Whoa! You're suggesting that what they should have done is made a whole bunch of racist Asian faces out there?
No. I'm saying they should have changed the architecture of the place around us if they wanted to differentiate.
So like make it like a pagoda.
You're actually in a giant hot springs bath.
Wrong Asian cunt.
No,
I guess mine was wrong.
There is a Tokyo level later on in this game, but
Are there hot springs?
no,
What?
I don't
How
think
do they
so.
do that?
I don't think so. But there's like a million shrines in there. So
Oh, okay, good. You can't have a Japan level in an extreme sports game without a bunch of, either like those weird red gate things or like shrines or hot springs.
yeah, that's about all we knew of them in the early 2000s.
Even to this day, I mean, look at the newest SSX. When you play that Japan map, like you get all those red gates. They're everywhere. Like those gates
They don't
that
even
look like pie.
They don't even lead to anything.
No, they don't.
Like, I really thought they'd be like arches on a walkway towards something, but no, they just lead down
They're just
a
like
mountain.
sitting on the mountainside, and you're like, who built that? Who put that there?
All we know is that Japan has a mountain, has those things, and has Tokyo, where literally in every extreme sports game, it's
Hot springs and
okay.
yeah.
We're getting off topic.
Oh, now we're getting off topic.
Yes,
Alan, stop distracting us.
I'm sorry.
Sorry's not good enough. You're gonna have to pay with cash.
I don't know if you're gonna be in Splashdown episode 4, man. I just know those are my $2.
That's
Hey,
my $2 now.
I had
Okay, see you guys later.